Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a comparison video with the MoccaMaster on the left and the Bunn Speed Brew on the right. So the Bunn is $100, the MoccaMaster is $300. Sometimes it's about $330, but you can find them on sale for about $310 sometimes. Both of these claim to be fast coffee makers, and they both do 10 cups of coffee. Now I've got a detailed review on each one of these. I've also got how to descale them. But today is just going to be a side-by-side comparison, and we're going to be looking at the bloom. Now, the coffee bloom on this one's going to be a little harder to see because you got to pull it out. Here I've got a lid and I can see it. So the MoccaMaster takes a number 4 cone filter. The Bunn coffee maker takes its own special coffee filter, which is a basket style Bunn coffee filter. The Bunn works a little different. It keeps the water hot, ready to go, and there's a big reservoir back here that keeps the water hot. And as soon as you pour the water in here and then close the lid, the water displaces that and pushes the hot water out and brews your coffee. The MoccaMaster, I've got the reservoir full, and then when I turn it on, it's going to start the brew process and brew it. They both have a warming plate. That's what this switch is for, the warming plate. And here we have kind of like a high and a standard heating to keep the warming plate on. I put 10 tablespoons of coffee grounds into each one. Okay, so let's get started. I've already got the water in here. I'm just going to, when I push the lid down, it's going to push that plunger down there. And I turn that one on, and now it's off to the races. Who's going to get done first? So the coffee starts coming out of this one almost immediately. I really want to get in there and see how hot the water is. It's going to be kind of tricky. 170 here. Now this is where we're going to be able to see the bloom really good. The MoccaMaster, we go right up to 190 right away. And we'll start to get that bloom coming off the coffee grounds. So the MoccaMaster started later. The Bunn definitely started quicker. Again, I really want to see. Okay, I do see 190 on the Bunn. Was not expecting 190. Here's that bloom we're talking about. The coffee is releasing its CO2 for about 190, 195. Okay, so I'm going to try something over here. Bear with me. I just want to sneak a peek. Oh, look at that bloom. Holy cow. That was a big bloom. I was not expecting that at all. I knew the coffee got high in there, but man, that's pretty high. Okay, so now the MoccaMaster is doing its thing. See, to me, the MoccaMaster seems more like a bloom, like the CO2 is releasing instead of just pooling the water. Over here, it kind of seems like it's pooling the water. It was definitely a bloom. So to be fair, the Bunn, I kind of messed it up by pulling it. I jerked it, and the water kind of spilt over the filter. So this one's going to look pretty bad when I open it up, but that's my fault. It does not normally overflow the filter like it did. Here we've got the MoccaMaster. Both of them are really quiet. So the Bunn is getting close to being done. So the Bunn is definitely going to win. But just, temperature was so hard to see. And again, the MoccaMaster is definitely very consistent with its temperature. That's up to 200 now. They pride themselves on keeping the water coming out of the brew head at a constant temperature between 195 and 200. Both of them are really quiet coffee makers. Now this one will make some noise. when it has to boil, when it gets the water back there in that back reservoir ready, but it's not super loud. Okay, I would say the Bunn is done. Again, I made it overflow the filter like that because I really jerked it when I pulled it out. Here's what the MoccaMaster's doing. So the Bunn is definitely beating the MoccaMaster. The Bunn usually gets done in under 4 minutes. That is a really quick cup of coffee. But we only saw about 190 degrees, whereas this one's a very consistent 195 to 200 degrees. I'm anxious to see how it tastes. I've always liked the taste of a Bunn. I've always thought the coffee tastes really good out of it. But I just recently got a MoccaMaster, and I've found that the MoccaMaster makes a really good cup of coffee. Okay, so the MoccaMaster finished up right at about 6 minutes. That's a really fast pot of coffee too. Now the MoccaMaster does have pause brewing, whereas the Mr. Coffee, it does not. If you take the pot out, if it's brewing, it's gonna run out of there. Okay, so let's pour ourselves a cup of coffee. That cup of coffee is $1.75. Not quite as hot. 167. Wow. Almost a 10-degree split. Okay, so I've done a taste test. Again, the Bunn has been my go-to for a very long time. I've thought it makes a really good cup of coffee, but I love the speed of it. So it is definitely faster than the MoccaMaster. With that being said, though, the MoccaMaster is a better tasting cup of coffee. It does taste a little smoother and a little stronger. Again, I'm not a coffee expert by no means. This is just more of a simple, new to coffee kind of things I've been experiencing over the last 3 years, and just kind of a simple way of talking about it. But again, the MoccaMaster I've found it's a better tasting cup of coffee. There's just no way of putting it. I do think the Bunns taste better than like the Mr. Coffees in them, because of the way it brews. It does brew a little hotter. I did see 190, whereas on a Mr. Coffee, we only saw about 185. So again, one last look. There's the coffee grounds on the MoccaMaster. Again, you can't go off of this. I made a mess out of that. I've never had a Bunn overflow the coffee filter. So again, I made a mess out of that by doing what I did, just trying to sneak a peek at it. I made just kind of a mess. So there's quite a bit of price difference. The Bunn, I don't know that there's anything really you can replace on it. I've had a Bunn apart. They're pretty much glued together and stuff. MoccaMaster prides itself on being able to change out parts. Both of them seem very well made. I know my dad has had Bunn coffee makers most of his life, and he swears by them and has had them. You know, he keeps his extremely a long time, and they don't seem to stop working. People tell me online about the MoccaMaster that theirs has been working great for a very long time. So both of these I think are good quality coffee makers. Again, over $300, and this is around $100. Is it worth the extra $200? I'm not sure. The Bunn is nice, but there's a lot more prep work involved. You know, there's a tank in the back. There's an extra switch that you got to keep on all the time. The coffee maker keeps the water warm all the time. The MoccaMaster is more of a standard coffee maker. You know, it's only going to be on when you're making coffee. So in some aspects, I like that a lot better. You know, the Bunns are nice. They're definitely fast though. So if you need a fast pot of coffee in the morning, you know, a Bunn coffee maker makes a really good pot of coffee. Again, check out my other videos. I've got detailed reviews. Again, the Bunn can be kind of tricky setting up and also descaling it. And I'm also going to do a descaling on the MoccaMaster. Thanks everybody for watching. And if you could, please like and subscribe.